method to use parts from kits which were based on each other. All the parts are through the polycaps interchangeable without any problems. So it's very easy. In the first example we have a kitbash with build burning Gundam, the legs and the hips. I use the build strike Gundam body. The arms, the shoulders are from the Impulse Gundam, the backpack from the Build Strike Gundam, the head also from the Impulse, and the arms are from the Build Burning. I use the hands from the Impulse, I think. Yeah, that's from the Impulse. So it matches all very good. We could customize that a little bit and paint it, and we have a good kitbash. So that's a very easy method for beginners. You can't get wrong with that. It's like building Legos. As you can see, I can just change all the parts I want. So there's the original Impulse, there's the polycap, Impulse legs and hips, and the polycap from the Build Strike matches without any problems. So we have also the Impulse body with the shoulders from the Build Strike. We can use our polycap and swap that and combine it with the build burning. So we have maybe a former version of the build burning Gundam. The only thing you have to look is if the height of the kits are mostly the same, or if the ankles are right. It's your own opinion. So the next is a more advanced method and need a bit more skill in customizing or scratch building. This is the GN Legend from 2015. I used except of the backpack thrusters here only models from the 00 series. The difficulty here was that Bandai changed the construction with the movie releases, so the 00 Quanta has a different connection than the model kit series from season 1 and 2. So I had to think how I connect them together. In this model I used 00 Gundam, 00 Quanta, the Gundam Exia, the Gundam Astria, Gundam Curious, then the Sword Pack 1 from the Option series, and the thrusters are from the Tactical Arm from the Blue Frame second revive, I think. So that was a hard one. I will show you how I modified the connectors for the kitbash on another project. So we have here the GN Ghost. It's a kitbash between 00 and Dynamis. So I made that quick. I've done that before, so I used an old Exia build and cutted the connector out from the hips and glued them to the 00 hips. So I could use the Dynamis body on the lower side. So for the arms, I cutted the connector from the Dynamis and used option parts for the shoulders. With a drill, I drilled a hole in there so I could connect them without any problems for the movement. That's the same method I used on this build, except that I had first connect the Curious vents to the body from the Exia or Astrea, and then with a ball joint the shoulders to the body and the vents. So that's another way kitbash a model kit with simple modification on some parts. The most time you just have to change the connectors and it will be good. So the next is the build fighters method. Simple explanation: you have model A as base and model B as equip. We put all the equip from model B to A. Match the color scheme and we have something like Lunar Gazer, which is just Yakushiki with Stargazer equip and the paint jobs and more panel lines. So it's pretty easy to be a build fighter mobile suit constructor in that case. And the last one is the Draganta method. My method. I have a picture in my mind. It starts all with just an idea. I have a picture in my mind and start to combine all the parts that I could find that could fit in my mind. So I use all from everything and combine the parts from 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many kits I use, just for one part. After that I scratch build and customize the base until it gets closer to my picture, closer to the thing I had in my head. The best example for that kind of construction is the Dragonheart, the lightning, and also my current work in progresses here. There is no limit in making a model your own. You just have to try until it works. So for this part I had to think a lot ahead. So I want to extend the body for better proportion. So I cut it all out here and scratch builded the complete lower body half or a torso half on my own. I used parts from Build Burning, I used parts from the Wrestle, I used parts from Build Strike, and a lot of pla plate and a lot of measuring and filing and sanding and drilling. And then I had that what I had in my mind. Also here, a friend of mine showed me a picture and instantly I looked over my shelf, over my kitbash boxes and tried to combine all together. So the basic shape is almost done. I'm about to start the customizations, the proportional customizations. So I used a Destiny, a 00 Gundam and a Blitz Gundam with pla plate to create the shoulders. Also I used here the connectors from a third party, whoops, don't fall, and used the connection system of the IBO series just to match with the body. So it's a little bit fragile here, but that's how it works. There's really no limit. The only limit you have is your knowledge or your skill, but that is something you have to try, and with every failure you will get better. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, put it into the comments or ask on our page, the Gunpla Network. So we see you next time.